Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Health Coach Success podcast by the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. Couldn't be more excited to be chatting with you here today on our very first episode. And this will be our 000 podcast to really tune back into, to look back as to what is the mission. Every single, whether it be your health practice, whether you're a personal trainer, an acupuncturist, naturopathic doctor, integrative health practitioner, you name it. We'll be talking a little bit more about that in just a moment. But whatever it is that you do, you should have a mission behind it. What I want to do here today is share with you what the mission is behind the Integrative Health Coach Success podcast, which is really talking to you about what it takes to be successful for you, for your clients, and building an overall practice in your life that you can be proud of. The biggest thing that I want to share with you now, after having done this now for 20 years, seeing and overseeing well over 250,000 client appointments, building out one of the largest global health functional medicine practices in the world in EqualLife, as well as one of the fastest growing health coach certifications, is I want to share the knowledge of what it took to get there. And again, I don't say any of that from an ego-based point, but I want you to understand is that we have been able to do something that we're very fortunate and grateful to have done. And that is to learn from so many mistakes over the years. I mean, so many mistakes. When you even look at it 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there wasn't even really a big online presence. Think back in 2005. In 2005, there was just not a big online presence to even learn all these different things. There was no such thing as podcasts. Nobody listened to podcasts even 5-6 years ago, just a handful of people. But what I want to do is I want to share with you what we've learned over the years so that you can save time, you can save money, you can save stress, and a whole lot of frustration. These are all things that I wish that I knew on the way up. Plus, I'll be sharing with you on this particular show and on this podcast what that you should be looking out for in the future. So I'm going to tell you what the different mistakes that you can save yourself. So don't listen, I made these, you don't need to. And then here's what to be watching for in the future, because we can see trends beginning to happen. So this is, again, it's taken me a while to develop this show, and it's because whenever I come out with a new project, it's here to stay. So that means that this show is not going anywhere for many, many years to come. And I also wanted to be a voice for many other successful practitioners inside of our space so that you can learn from them as well. It's not just about learning from me. You have to understand is that I am still learning to this day. I am always seeking out the best coaches, the mentors, the books. I'm always reading. I'm always researching. So I'm a practitioner first, but I'm also someone that leads a very large team now of more than 50 people in order to be able to take the mission that I have to millions of people around the world. And some of you may want that, and some of you may want a smaller practice, and that's totally up to you because we can help you achieve either. So whether you are a health coach right now, and again, any organization is great by me. You have to understand is that as a field, as health coaches, as health practitioners, and I'll get to what that is in just a second, we need to be, as they say, lifting, right? Raising the tide. We need to be lifting all of us up at the same time. So if we all get better, we are viewed as an industry as a whole as better, right? So people take us more seriously in general. That's a big part of what this is all about. So you could be an integrative health practitioner. You could be a health coach from any other organization. We love all the other organizations. You can be a personal trainer. You could be a massage therapist. You could be a yoga instructor. You could be a Pilates instructor. You could be a naturopathic doctor. You could be a medical doctor. You could be a nurse. You could be a dietitian. Anyone inside of this amazing field of health, fitness, and wellness, that is who we are speaking to. So we are going to teach you what it takes to get from wherever you are right now, whether you're a true beginner and you're not even certified yet, that's okay. So we can help you to get from where you are as a true beginner or someone that already has a successful practice. I mentor many other integrative health practitioners and doctors that are very successful. And they say, okay, this is where I'm at right now. You've been there. What can you teach me to get to that next level? That's really what it's all about. And you have to understand is that even on my EqualLife team, I hire brilliant people that have already been where I've never been. right? So I hired a chief operating officer, a COO that has 40 plus years of experience that I don't have, right? I don't have that in running a massive global based operation. I hired an amazing logistics person to help figure out how do we get these products and protocols, all these things all over the world. I hired a brilliant marketing person to say, listen, I'm not a marketer. I have a message though. How do we get this message out to more people? Same, again, I could talk to you about my amazing team all day long and finance and doing all the things that I don't do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you from the ground up to build any type of practice that you want. Here's why. Because if you're listening to this podcast, I believe that you are someone that wants to help other people, right? That you are an ethical practitioner with good morals that puts people over profit. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with creating a beautiful, sustainable business that you can be proud of, that you want to share with the world. That's what it's all about. Every single day, I'm grateful to be able to do what I do. And it really is amazing. I struggled for many years. We're talking about working 12, 14 hours a day for many years on end. 60 to 80 hours was a typical work week for me. People are always saying work smarter, not harder, right? Well, in the beginning, when you don't know what you need to know, you just need to work hard. And then eventually you can work a little bit smarter because you know more, right? You've been through it more. So again, I'm going to try to share with you some of the shortcuts. Again, there's no overall shortcuts in life, but I'm going to give you the best of my ability and the best that you can really work through. So this is who it's for, right? It's for ethical practitioners of this show that want to build an amazing career for themselves, and they want to share their message with so many people all around the world. So we'll be talking more about that. And I'll tell you, I never do this with my podcast, The Cabral Concept, but I actually have the first approximately 15 to 20 shows planned for you, because it's going to be an A to Z, right? A to Z on how to build up your practice, the practice of your dreams. And I can't wait to share that with you. And my head health coach, the person that has been by my side for 10 years, first as a personal trainer, then as a nutritionist, a world-renowned nutritionist, and now as an integrative health coach, and someone that is also my right-hand person for my private concierge practice, where she does all of my email follow-up, helps people with all the different plans that I lay out so that I can see more people. So she's absolutely amazing. She is the person that, again, anyone that I'm not able to see in my practice, then I absolutely say, listen, I have full confidence in Julia Hayes. So Julia will be our co-host here for the Health Coach Success podcast, and she's going to be interviewing other successful practitioners from around the world. And we have a huge base, which is amazing, huge community. People from Australia, from Europe, from South America, from Africa, from Canada, all over the world. And we're going to be bringing you their stories and how they set up their practice and how they go about it, who they see, the systems that are there. And you're going to be able to begin to see similarities. Remember, success shows similarities. So you're going to hear different people. They don't know each other necessarily. And they're going to say certain things. And you're going to say, that person said that. This person said it, and this person said it. Maybe there's something to it. Let me look more into that. So the more you listen, the more you learn, the more you're going to integrate that into your life. And that's really what it's all about. So again, I'm super excited for this show. It's been probably about 3 years in the making. But again, I'm slow to get moving, but once I do, it's right off to the races, right? That's really what it's all about. So this is a video podcast. It's an audio podcast. It'll be available on YouTube. It'll be available literally on the IHP Coach website. It'll be on iTunes, Spotify, you name it. It'll be there. So why am I also doing this? Well, you have to understand is that I believe conventional medicine as we know it is dying and it's failing people. People are turning away from conventional medicine in the millions, right? It's not just a couple thousand people, in the millions. Every single year, this so-called alternative practitioner field grows, much to the dismay of conventional medicine. But there's a reason as to why it grows. It's because conventional medicine and the pill for every ill is failing people. That's the bottom line. You are not going to fix a chronic-based health health condition with medications. You're not. You might mask the symptoms for a while. There's no doubt about it. But that inflammatory pathway will just show up as something else. So if you have high cholesterol, well, eventually you'll end up with high blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, eventually you'll end up with type 2 diabetes. You'll end up with an autoimmune disease. Like, you have to understand is that unless you begin to look under the inflammation as to what the underlying root cause issues are, well, you're not going to be able to solve the problem. And that is why for anyone with a chronic health condition like I used to have, there is no other answer except us. Our community, it's us. As a personal trainer way back in the day, how did I help people? Nutrition and exercise. Guess what? So many people, cholesterol rebalance, blood pressure rebalance, they quit smoking, like all these different things that I wasn't helping them with. I was helping them with good quality nutrition, weight loss, and exercise. Now, when you get the body healthier, you know what? Disease cannot live in a healthy body, right? So whether you are, again, personal training, working with nutrition, yoga, massage, etc., you can begin to learn other frameworks for helping people in a greater way. And that's also what I want to help you, because people are going to be looking to you for answers. They absolutely are. People are running lab tests on their own. They're running protocols on their own. They're taking nutritional supplements. You might as well be the one to guide them in the proper direction. So of course, I'll be giving you more information on, hey, if you are a great personal trainer, right? Let's start now for you to look into nutrition. And if you're great at nutrition, well, maybe you want to look into exercise. Maybe you want to look into breath work. Maybe you want to look into meditation. Maybe you want to become a health coach. So there's not going to be any one thing that I ever promote, because I love this field and we need personal trainers. We need naturopathic doctors. We need massage therapists. We need yoga instructors. We need meditation coaches. So we need it all. And so that's why you don't need to be everything to everyone, but I'm going to teach you how to build out a practitioner base. So you and 6, 7, 8 other people can all refer to each other, and you can be your own group of people. And it's, again, this is such a brilliant and amazing field, and there's such great energy with all of these different people and practitioners, and they want to help people so much that it can be a lot of fun once you get to that place of going to work every single day. So this is a show to help the practitioners, not regular everyday people. That's what the Cabral concept is for. But this is a show that's going to help the practitioners that then help the end wellness client or patient to be able to go on to live the life that they want. If they've been told that there's no hope for them, let's give them that hope. We can be that hope. Somebody provided me that hope. They told me that, hey, you have Addison's disease, you have POTS, you have insomnia, you have myalgic encephalomyelitis, you have all these different issues. Maybe we can overcome this. They give me just that little bit of hope. Get a little bit better, relapse, get a little bit better, relapse, and so on and so forth. And eventually I meet my mentor and says, listen, you're almost there. Here's what you're missing. Let me teach you how to combine functional medicine lab testing with Ayurvedic-based wisdom and some genetics. When I learned that, I said, oh, I get it now. I understand. And all I'm trying to do now is pay it forward to you. One day, I hope you'll do the same for others as well. So we've created a system here that is going to be 2 shows per week. Hopefully you'll be able to absorb these and then even begin to practice them in your everyday life. But every single Monday, there will be a show from me. That show, I've even said the first 15 to 20 shows is from A to Z. Let me help you get started. Let me help you even create a framework for how you're going to look at your practice. Hopefully, even if you have a practice, we'll dissect it, we'll turn it inside out, and we'll make it even better. So every single Monday, I'll be bringing you a show that will help you as a health coach, as a practitioner, as a fitness pro, take your career to the next level. Remember, if I help you take your career to the next level, you're going to be helping so many more people. And then every single Thursday, my co-host, Julia Hayes, will be interviewing an amazing practitioner somewhere from around the world, and it might even be you one day. That's the truth. So we are going to interview those people, real people, not, again, like it's great to interview celebrities and all that, and I'm not against it, but we're going to interview people that are doing it, that are in it every single day, and they're the people that we want to emulate because they've done it in the real world. So couldn't be more excited. And again, I want you to understand that this is a listener and viewer driven podcast. Whatever you want to hear, you let me know. You let us know. If there's a practitioner you want to hear on, let us know. Just leave a comment. We read every single comment. So leave a comment on Instagram, leave a comment on YouTube where this video is, wherever you'd like, and we will be able to answer that and really take it to heart. So IHP_certification is basically where all the shows will be launched. I'll get you the YouTube channel. All the links will be in the show notes every single day. The main website where the podcast lives, every single show, is at, you can go to either one. It's ihp.coach. That's an easy, quick URL. We'll be teaching you about these brand new URLs coming out as well. I can't wait to tell you about so many different things. And the other one, the main one, is integrativehealthpractitioner.org. Integrativehealthpractitioner.org. They both take you to the same place. There'll be a little content section for the podcast, and every single week you'll get 2 brand new shows. You're welcome to sign up for that email list, and you'll be able to learn more about it. So I couldn't be more excited. Again, I want to hear from you. Our first 15 to 20 shows was literally already user-driven because we pulled our community. And so again, once more, I want to reiterate, this is about you. This is about teaching you the things that I wish that I knew 20 plus years ago, over 250,000 client appointments ago, that I know is going to save you the time, money, frustration, stress, all those sleepless nights. And hopefully we'll be able to save you some of those. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. This was the very first Health Coach Success podcast with many more to come. Take care.